Welcome back to Deliverance Network. I'm happy that you're journeying with us today, and if this is the first time that you've tripped upon us, welcome. So glad to have you with us. Today I want to share a very detailed dream experience I had from the same month, April in 2004. And it had to do, very lengthy, detailed dream with regard to communion and the fact that Jesus is present in the body and blood, in the Eucharist, and in the wine. And it had to do with mismanagement of the Eucharist. And I believe, and as a newer Catholic, I didn't really realize what was occurring in churches all over the world. I did hear afterwards stories from some people when I shared this experience, so it enlightened me actually. And I also believe that this is tied to the fact that there is a lack of reverence in general for Jesus in the sacrament, in the Eucharist, because there's a very big decline in the belief that Jesus is present in the body and blood. And so also when you don't believe, perhaps you have less reverence for the sacrament itself. And in this dream experience, I was inside of a church and I was shown people going up to receive communion, but instead of them being dispensed communion in the usual manner and receiving it, properly, there were literally hosts that were dumped on a table, and people could go up and just grab them and then take the hosts. And I was also shown a scene where people were taking the Eucharist, dunking their fingers in the wine, and putting dirty fingers in the cup of the wine. I was shown other people dropping the hosts on the floor, and a lot of things that I later realized were basically mismanagement of the Eucharist and a lack of reverence for Jesus present in the Eucharist. And so I really wanted to share this dream experience because it very much highlights how we have perhaps lost some reverence or appreciation for the fact that that is our King Jesus Christ, present body, blood, soul, and divinity in the Eucharist, in the wine. And I was shown that this mismanagement of Jesus is something that really has to be remedied. And so I urge all of you out there, I'm not looking to bash anyone, of course, in the church, but if there is something that's happening in your area that you see where you believe there is a problem or not as much reverence, please go ahead and speak to your priest about it. It's not something to, really create a scene about, but just perhaps make a comment. Or if you notice someone in your circles or a friend, you can just gently say, I totally believe Jesus is present, body, blood, soul, and divinity in the Eucharist. And I know I definitely do because of the experiences that I've had. And that you then turn and try to be a witness with your own reverence for the Eucharist. And of course, many out there who are watching have partaken in Eucharistic adoration. And I can say wholeheartedly that I know for a fact Jesus is absolutely present in the Eucharist. I've experienced him in the Eucharist. I've received a message from him while he was present in the monstrance in adoration. So I can be another witness on the wall saying Jesus really is present in the Eucharist, and he is food for us, divine food. Mary has spoken about this in some of the messages that have been coming through Countdown to the Kingdom. Various messengers around the world have been testifying to this truth, and this is a truth that was known for 2,000 years, but all of a sudden in our time has been diluted, watered down, lost, being forgotten, not believed in. And so I'm offering with this testimony and this witness in this segment today to my own testimony that we really do have to appreciate what that is and partake of it worthily, and also to have due reverence and respect for it and handle the Eucharist properly. And so that means, from what I understand in the Catholic teaching I have learned in the last 20 years as a new Catholic, that we should also approach receiving the Eucharist after having partaken in the sacrament of reconciliation. And there's a book I know out there called The Apostolate of Holy Motherhood. I think I've spoken about it before. And there's messages from Jesus and Mary in there that testify that it is a sin itself to receive the Eucharist if you have not gone to confession and not in a state of grace. So that's something I also leave with you, perhaps to discern with your priest or your director. And that's all I'm going to say about it today to share with you, but just another witness to the truth of our church, and that heaven is calling for us to remain firm in our faith and firm to the teachings of the Magisterium, and this ties into that. And so another witness from the Watchtower, from the Deliverance Network, and I hope you share it again with your circles. If you haven't subscribed to us, please do so. Share us far and wide, like us. Thanks so much for journeying with us today, and God bless.